and welcome to Heidi's Homemade Quilts and More. I'm Heidi, hello, and this is FlossTube. I haven't done one in a very long time, so sorry. Um, so, yeah, I have been super busy with work. However, like a little over a week ago, I actually uh, quit my job, and no worries, I don't have to worry about it. But so now I have some time to work on some stuff, and I actually have a couple finishes that I've recently been able to finish in like the last week, and a bunch of stuff that I've started. And yeah, in general, that's pretty much it. I don't have anything that's completely finished to show you. Um, and but I do have some that are finished being stitched, but they're not um, completely finished and framed or whatever. I don't know what I'm going to do with them yet, so whatever. So yeah, let's just jump into that stuff and go from there. So my finished stuff that I have is here, and I've got three pieces here that are finished being stitched. So we'll start with this one. This one is was the caterpillar cross stitch, the Halloween stitch along that they did. I don't know if you can see that with the white letters. It like shows through there. That might help. So it was a 5 or 6 week stitch along. I can't remember. And of course, I did not finish it during the stitch along. I finished it over the last week. I think I finished it about a week ago. This was the first thing I think I finished in the last week or so. But I obviously had been stitching on it for a little bit. So there's the first one. And I did all the stuff that I used all the colors that came with it. I did switch a couple things. I switched the cat's eyes were supposed to be yellow, and I changed it to green. I don't know if that's really something you can really see. And then the hat band was also supposed to be yellow, and I changed that to green. I thought that made more sense. I don't know. But I had enough of it, so yeah. Otherwise, everything else is called for that came with the kit for the stitch along. Then, let's see. The next one, this one I actually finished a little while ago, but since I haven't done a floss tube in a while, I figured I'd throw this one in there. This one is one of the little monthly kits from Caterpillar Cross Stitch. I actually have a lot of those to show you today as part of, I guess, kind of a haul or plans, one of the two. But this little guy, this little penguin, little snow globe, was, I think he was my first kit that I got from them when I joined their, is it monthly or bi-monthly? I don't remember. But they have like a subscription box that they do. I want to say it's bi-monthly. But yeah, so that is that little guy. I haven't quite decided if I'm going to leave him in this little hoop. If I do, I need to finish the back, obviously. But I haven't quite decided what I'm going to do with this little guy. But he did come out pretty cute. The white, it's blue. It's blue Ada. And I want to say this was, I think it's 14 count. I think all their kits come in 14 count. But the white does get a little bit lost on the blue. It's hard to see the little snowflakes. I don't know if you guys can see that. There. So there's like little snowflakes on there, but it kind of gets lost on the blue. So however I decide to finish it, I need to try to pop the white a little bit more, I think. Otherwise, he's cute. And of course, now I have patterns, so that works too. So that is, let's see, the second one. And then I have a third one to show you, which is also a caterpillar cross stitch. I think because the little kits that they send are, they're fairly easy to work on and don't take too much time. So this is the one I just finished doing yesterday, I believe. I think I finished this like 6 o'clock yesterday morning. This is on a pink Ada, and it is 14 count as well. I haven't even had a chance to press this one or the Halloween one yet, but this one, I'm not sure which month this one was. I need to start putting on them which month I got them in, on the kits when I get them, so that I kind of have an idea how long they've been sitting there before I pick them up. But this one's called Spring Wing or something like that, with the butterflies and the flowers. Okay, so there's that. If you guys aren't familiar with Caterpillar Cross Stitch, it's a cute little shop out of England. I forget where exactly, but it's a cute little shop. They do a lot of cute little patterns, and you're gonna see a bunch of them coming up in my my haul stuff. So there's that. Then, sorry, my phone is silently ringing over here. So let's see. I guess we'll go with whips, and then we will go to plans and haul, kind of the same thing. Okay, so I have quite a few whips in progress, and actually, while I'm talking about whips, let me also talk about a couple of apps that I've found recently from working with other stitchers and from watching some YouTube FlossTube videos. By the way, I kind of started a stitching group in Mesa, Arizona. That's where I live currently. A few months ago, I put it out there on one of the Facebook groups that I am in, and said, hey, I'm kind of new to the area. I've only been here almost 2 years now. And, it would be really nice to get to meet some people in the area who have some similar interests, like stitching. So another lady responded, said, hey, why don't we meet up at the library and, go from there. So we've been doing that. We've been meeting every other Saturday. For the last few months, and we're starting to get a bigger group together. Last week I think there was 7 of us, so I think that's a pretty good sized group. I'm super excited to get to know these ladies that are joining us, and but I've obviously, when you stitch with other people, you get to see what they're working on, and they share their information, you share your information. So like I said, I'm just sharing some information that I've picked up recently from YouTube videos that I watched and from working with a new group of people. So, all right. So the first thing that I wanted to share with you is this thread organizer. This, I don't know if you can see that. There you go. This allows you to keep track of all the floss that you have in your stash. So my old shop, I bought a lot of floss for a couple different reasons. Namely, not because I needed it. We'll put it that way. Because I really don't need more floss. Actually, what you see right here, there organizers, that is full floss. And then I have, you can kind of see over here. So that's my stack of floss. And then there is these little floss organizers. Those are organized completely by number. There's at least one of every color in there. And then these are also organized by number. But some of them, there's a whole compartment of one color, and then there's some that only have a handful, one or two of them. So yeah, I will probably eventually fill it in a little bit more because I like to have stuff handy if I want to start something new. But anyway, this app has been awesome. I'm pretty sure it did lose one of my most recent ads to it though, because I'm like, there's no way that I don't have more of this color. Because it's saying I have one, and I'm pretty sure I have like 10. Ugh. So, but it also has, on the side, it has like the color, kind of an idea of what color that is supposed to look like. So that's the first app I wanted to share with you. And then the other app that I just started using last night, which I thought was super fun and I wanted to share, is this Tiny Decisions app. And basically what I've done is I've put all of my different widths on there, and like also like some new start stuff. So basically you like tap the center and it spins and it chooses something for you. So on this one it says that I should be working on my Xmas gnome. So I thought that was kind of fun, and now that I actually have a little bit more time to actually work on this kind of stuff, I think that that will actually be kind of fun to use in the future. And then, let's see. Oh yeah, so widths. So let's do my biggest one first. This one I have been working on for 2 or 3 years. It's been quite a while. I'm going to take it out of the Q-snaps, simply because it's going to be easier to see, because it is big. So, I don't actually use frames, hoops, and Q-snaps for much. I usually work just by holding it. I don't know what that's called. But this one, because it is so big, I do put it into Q-snaps. So this one is what I call my Christmas streets. And it is, I have way more fabric here than I really need. So don't worry. Yeah. So this one is, let's see. This is from Cross Stitcher magazine. It was from, I want to say it was from Christmas 19 or 20. They're like three or four magazines. It was a stitch along type thing that they did. Not that I have any idea how you'd be able to stitch one of these buildings in a month, let alone some of them had 2 of them in it. There's no way. But so this is where I'm at right now. And this building's coming along. I did, as I was stitching this one, I did realize that the blue that I stitched down here is like too high. So I'm going to end up taking this out and finishing coming down with the yellow. But this is also the one that I post on my blog every 3 weeks. So it kind of keeps me motivated to work on this guy, because I could definitely get bored with this one quite easily because it's been so long that I've been working on it. But it's also very rewarding because the detail in these buildings is really nice. And let's see. And I hate back stitching. Hate it with a passion. However, some patterns like these, you need to back stitch, otherwise it won't make sense. Let's see. All right, so moving on. The next one, this one is one that I just started a couple weeks ago. I started it. I can't show you what the pattern is supposed to look like because it's just the pattern. But this little guy, this is my Christmas gnome. I actually don't have too much left of this little guy, and this is on a opalescent. I don't know if you can see that. There you go, a little bit of shine there. It's on a opalescent, hand dyed Ada, and I think this is. This looks like it's probably 16. It's not 18. And it's not 14, so it must be 16. So yeah, he's got. He can kind of start seeing the little pops of snow, like falling through his little. Yeah. So there's like little pops of snow going around him that I need to do, and then because I've been doing like one color at a time, then I just have back stitching to do. So he actually isn't far from being finished, and he's just a little guy. He's like, I don't know, like 4 inches by 5 inches or something like that. He's very small. Probably is one of the smallest ones I've done in a long time. So that is that guy. I've been taking that one with me to the group stitching here lately. All right, so let's see. One that I have been working on, and they all fell over like a domino effect. Let's see. So this one is one that I've been working on, and I think I've been working on this one for about a year. I just recently started really working on it, so I've gotten a little bit further on it. So this is the pattern. Quaker Pumpkins, All Hallows Eve. And it is by Hello from Liz Matthews. I got it from Forbidden Fiber yarn shop in Tennessee. And I also got their kit of hand-dyed floss to do it with. So that is what it's supposed to look like. And if I can get this back in there, let me show you where I am at so far. Okay, later. So then this is where I'm at so far. I've got most of the bottom border done. I just have to do the rest of this side, and then I'll have the whole bottom done and kind of spatially know where I'm going with that. And this is one that I actually have been taking with me back and forth to the stitching. So this one has actually been sitting in my car. I just grabbed it out of my car last night. But yeah, this is hand-dyed floss. So it's a little bit slow going on this one because you literally have to do 1 X at a time. You can't do like a row of stitches and then back again because of the type of floss that it is. To really get the color of the variegation of the hand dyed. All right, so there's that. Let's see. One that I just started yesterday, after I finished the caterpillar one. So one that I just started yesterday is this one. This one is also from Forbidden Fiber. It was one of their um, what do they call it? It is um, I think they called it Luck of the Draw or something like that. It's got it was a whole kit. It's got hand dyed floss and everything. So this is the pattern here. Okay, and then this is, I started this yesterday, by the way. I'm actually quite proud of myself as to how far I've actually gotten on it. And the name of this fabric is called Cash. It's got a very distinctive green color. So there's that. And then there's only two colors in this pattern, by the way. And it came with its own bag and little pull and everything. So it's got its own little project bag, which is nice. Let's see. One that I just started this morning because I have been in the mood to start some new stuff, so I started a few new things. So this one is also from Forbidden Fiber. Basically, I went through some of the kits that I have. That's why this shelf, that one, this, that guy, is empty, because I went through some of the kits that I had purchased and said, okay, I'm going to go ahead and kit these up and actually start working on them. So, yeah. So this one is from Forbidden Fiber. This is Modern Tidings. This was their Valentine's in Downton Abbey kit. There you go. Sorry, they're doing something outside. So there's that, and let me show you. I haven't gotten very far, but I did stitch on this for about 2 hours this morning, I think. So this is what I've gotten so far. This is really hard to see, and the color of this fabric is like a purple kind of color. It's called Countess. So I don't know if you can see. So that light part is her gloved hand and going up her arm into the sleeve of the dress. Up to like the shoulder of her dress. This is right here is the center. So that's why there's like this and then going this way because I started in the center. I don't always do that, but on this one I did. So that one, and then I have one more start that to share with you, and then I have some plans and some haul, which to me are kind of the same thing. Oh, and these are all hand dyed flosses as well. It was an entire kit that came together. This one did not come with a project bag. I happen to have had this project bag sitting around. I think I got it at Hobby Lobby. A couple of years ago. It was actually a 3-piece set. There's 2 smaller ones that go with it. And the one that's the one size smaller would be useful, but I'm not really sure what the other one would be useful for because it's really small. All right, so then this one is going to be my next, the next one to show you, and this one is also from Forbidden Fiber. This one is called Haunted House. Here. This one was a Halloween mystery box a year ago, I think. It's hand-dyed floss as well, and this is, I haven't done a lot on it yet. This is what I've gotten so far. Just that. But I started it, so there is that. I only worked on it. I think I worked on it for about an hour, and that's what I have. This is 18 count, and this is like an opalescent fabric. You see that shine. The name of this floss is called Pond Scum, by the way. Just yeah. The names of some of the flosses that are on these are kind of fun. There's that. Oops. I'll lose that. Okay, so that is all of my current widths. So I guess we will go on to plans and kind of investments or haul, whatever you want to call it. I'll just bring those up here. So this one is, I just pulled this out of my box stash of like stuff. This one is like an advent calendar that Forbidden Fiber did last Christmas. I cannot show you the pattern because it is the pattern. There's no picture of it, but it is Yule. It was their Yule advent box last year for Christmas. So the fabric is called Mythical, and I got it in 18 count. I'll pull that out for you. It is another opalescent one. And one thing that's nice about their pieces, they serge them. So an eye stitch in, I guess in hand is what you would call it. So I'm constantly holding the fabric. So I guess that's kind of a nice thing. So it's kind of a peachy pink kind of color of the fabric, and it is, I don't know if you can see that. It's opalescent. So there you go. There's a little bit of shimmer. So that is the fabric that goes along with this one. And there's a bunch of really pretty hand-dyed flosses that go with this kit. So these are all the hand-dyed flosses that go with the kit. So it's going to be a very vibrant Christmassy. It's a kind of a folklore Christmassy thing. It's definitely a Yuletide thing. Lots of pretty colors. I'm excited and a little nervous about starting it because the ones that are almost a solid, like this one, you could work a normal stitch with where you just go, all one direction and then back again. But the ones that are like this, you pretty much have to do one stitch at a time in order to get that color change to pop the way that it's supposed to. That's one, the All Hallows Eve one is taking me way longer than it should because of that. So there's that. And then this is the bag that came with it. It's got a little moon and it's got a little unicorn thing. So there's that. Okay. That one I actually was thinking about starting today. So there's that. This one is also a kit from Forbidden Fiber. And this one is called Nevermore. And it, of course, is a Edgar Allan Poe one. And this is from Lila's Studio. And there is the hand-dyed fabric and the hand-dyed floss that go with this one. So the fabric that goes with this is called Morning Mist, and I got it in the 18 count. And this one is a much bigger piece. I believe it's going to go like that. So the sun's really coming through the window there. Not a lot of clouds in the sky today. Yeah, so that is Morning Mist. I think that's going to look kind of cool. I mean, obviously I thought that when I bought it that it was going to look cool because that's why I bought it. But besides the fact that it's Edgar Allan Poe and, you know. So there's that. This one, I'm not sure when I'm going to start this one. It's definitely one that is on my list to start working on. In the near future. Maybe one of my starting new project spins on mine. And then these are the colors that go with that. These are fairly solid, even though they're hand-dyed. So these I might actually be able to get away with stitching fairly normally. I like how it has that like pop of teal. I think that's going to look really cool. So there is that. That one's coming up. This one is also from Forbidden Fibers. As you can tell, I was on a kick of Forbidden Fiber stuff. This one is a Hunger Games themed one. I don't know if you can read that. But it says, hope is the only thing stronger than fear. A little hope is effective. A lot of hope is dangerous. And this one has hand-dyed fabric and hand-dyed floss that goes along with it. So these are the floss. That goes with it. Some of them I would be able to do regular stitches, like that one is pretty solid. However, this one, there's no way that you'd be able to do regular stitches with that. You'd have to do one stitch at a time to get the color variation going on that. And these are 6 yards of hand-dyed cotton floss. That, and then there is the fabric is called Primrose, and this seems like a really big piece. I don't know, maybe it's just, it's kind of hard to see true color, but it's a rosy color, and it almost has a little bit of a green tint to it. But it's gonna look pretty cool, I think. And this is super soft. This is the softest one of all the ones that I've unboxed for you guys today. I'm not quite sure why that is, why it's so soft, but it is definitely soft. Probably something in the way that they rinsed it after they dyed it. I don't know, something like that. So there's that. Put that back in there so it doesn't get hurt, damaged, or otherwise compromised. And this one has its own project bag as well. That will go into, and then this is the project bag that came with it. Fire burns brighter in the dark. And it's a gusseted bag, so it's got a nice little, which the bag is also hand dyed as well. All right, and then this one is, I guess, I haven't worked on this one in quite a while. And I threw it into my plans pile because I have not worked on it in so long that I plan to pick it up and start working on it again. And this one is called Happy Bunches. This one is from World of Cross Stitch magazine. I do not remember which one it came out of. But I threw it in my plans because I plan to pick it up and start working on it again. And this is hand dyed Adia cloth, and this is from Vintage Needle Arts, and this is called Ginger Snap, 16 count. Okay, so on to investments or haul or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, okay, so got some little stuff here, and then I've got some bigger things here, so we'll go with that. And that. Okay, so I working with the group of stitchers that I've recently been working with. One of the ladies, my friend Carrie, had this book that she was doing one of the projects from, and I really thought it was kind of cool. So I found it on Amazon. There's a couple projects in here, and I'll show you the back too. There's a couple projects in here that I thought were really fun and that I would probably do. So I don't think it was a waste of money at all. 25 spooky projects to haunt your halls is what it's called. Creepy cross stitch. I don't think it's that creepy. It's more Halloweeny and witchy kind of themed. But yeah, the patterns themselves look like they're pretty easy to follow, so I don't think that's going to be any kind of a problem. Yeah, so that, and I got it on Amazon. I don't remember how much it was. Does it say? $18.99 is what the back of the book says. I don't know if that's what I paid for it, but it's probably close to that. Okay, and then I did pick up this year's Just Cross Stitch Halloween magazine. If you haven't seen that yet, it's actually quite good. I think I actually kind of like last year's better, and I had last year's pulled out because I was looking to see if there was anything I wanted to work on. But I figured since I had this one, I would show this one too. So 2021, which is still available on Amazon. I saw it. It's still out there. And then this one is still available on Amazon as well. And the one that I got came with a skein of 310, which is fabulous because 310 for some reason is really hard to get a hold of. Then there's some very cute patterns in here. Like I really, really like this this crow on the branch. I really like that one. I also really like this So yeah, there's that. Okay, so I mentioned that I have a bunch of Caterpillar cross stitch stuff. So I have their subscription box. So I have a few of those to show you. Obviously, I have not done them yet. I still have, looks like there's 3 kits here. So this one is the most recent one. This one is All is Bright, and this is their Christmas one. It came October. See, this is what I was talking about. I need to like write across it on like it's like a Sharpie right here to say October kit, so that I know when I actually received it. That. And then this one is Hocus Pocus. This one's really cute. I really, really like this one. If I hadn't just finished the other Halloween one from them, I probably would have started on this one. But I wanted to start some of those Forbidden Fiber ones because they've been sitting in my stash for over a year and I haven't touched them. So that's why I started working on those first. These are probably going to be ones that I will start when my little spinner tells me to start a new project. So yeah. And then this one is Shine Bright. You know what? There's another one that I have from them, but I don't know where it is. It's like a mountain. It's like a mountain one. But yeah, I don't know where it's at. It might be buried under something up here. I'm not sure. But this little lighthouse, I don't remember which month that came in. And this one comes with like a oatmeal color. This one is a gray, and this one is white. Okay. All right. So then, because I do actually really enjoy their kits, I have purchased a few of their other ones. So this one was a like a summer stitch along that they had. It's called How Does Your Garden Grow? And it's a little gnome in his garden, and it comes with, let's see, there we go. I wanted to cover the pattern, sorry. So it comes with the floss all neatly organized for you. I love the way that they do this. I really do. So it comes with that. And then the one that I ordered, I always order 16 or 18 count. So I ordered the 16 count, and it comes with this nice dark gray. I think it's Zweigart. Yeah, it's Zweigart. So there's that. And then the next one. So this one is, I haven't even started it. They are on, I believe they are on their 5th week of the Christmas stitch along. I have the needle minder in there. Let me see. They're on like the 5th week, and I knew when I bought it that I was never going to work on it when they were working on it. And I have a little snowman needle minder. I love their needle minders, by the way. I really do. That's something I'm going to actually be showing you here in a minute, is a bunch of needle minders. I'm going to put that back in there, I think, because then when I go to actually work on it, I will have needle minder available. And this one is a dark navy blue, which a lot of people have been complaining about. Colors don't really bother me too much. It's the size for me. That's 16, 18, that's kind of my sweet spot for stitching. 14 is too big. Anything smaller than that tends to bug me. I don't want to get a magnifying glass to be able to stitch. So I usually stay in the 16, 18 area. Let's see. The next one I have was at one point, I think this was actually one of their first one of their first stitch along ones. But I just really liked the fabric, or not the fabric, the pattern. The fabric is just white. But this one is Bloom and Grow. And of course I got it in the 16 count. And it is on white fabric. And it comes with all the colors that you need and enough. And so from doing the ones I've done already from them, they do send plenty of floss, so you don't have to worry about it. I don't worry about it anyway. I'm going to do what I'm going to do with it because I have plenty of extra floss. But there's plenty of floss. You don't have to worry about running out. The colors on this is very vibrant and fun. I really like it. And then this one came with the needle minder, which I actually have 2 of these at least. And it's just flowers. I had the other one on one of the other projects that I just showed you, I think. There's that. And I was going to put that back in there, so I had a needle minder ready when I wanted to work on it. When I kit the stuff up like that, if it comes in its own package, I try to leave it in the package as long as the package stays in good condition, and put my needle minder, my needle threader, all that stuff inside the bag with it. That way I don't have to have a bunch of different project bags. It comes in its own bag. Okay, so let's see. We'll go on with some more Caterpillar cross stitch stuff before I move on. So they had a bunch of their needle minders on sale. So I bought a bunch of little needle minders because I like to put one with every project I'm working on. And they had seconds on sale. I have yet to actually figure out what is wrong with these. But it's coming from England. I'm not sure exactly where, but it's coming from England. So when I make a purchase, I want to make sure that I'm spending enough money to make it worth it. I've got 2 of these guys, penguins. And then this little gnome guy, he's gonna go. Do I have? I don't. He's gonna go into the gnome one after I show it to you guys. So yeah, he's really cute. So since I have him out, I'm going to just put him in there. And then he's all together. And then this guy. Little chick Easters. And then this guy, toucan. And then I also ordered one of their little floss keepers. Sometimes I use these, sometimes I don't. If I have a smaller chart that I'm working on that I'm pulling from my stash, sometimes I will cut strips ahead of time and put them on. And I will use, if you use a Sharpie on one of these to put like 1, 2, 3, 4, something like that, um, you can then take it off with rubbing alcohol. So there's that. All right, so that's all my caterpillar cross stitch stuff. I have purchased a few things online, downloadable things that I don't have printed for you. But I also bought these. Um, so I don't. I'm sure many of you are familiar with Autumn Lane on Etsy. I ordered so I ordered 3 patterns from them, and I actually have a couple that are just PDFs. But sometimes I just really want to have the physical pattern. They don't offer all of their patterns to be able to be ordered and shipped. They only offer like half of them. So there's that. So let's see. I got Serena Sprout, and these are just patterns. They are not kits. They're just patterns. I forget how much I paid for these. It was a little while ago. Um, I ordered them and they had been on vacation, and so when they got back from vacation or whatever, she emailed me and said that because they were taking so long to ship them, that they were going to throw in something extra. And I'm like, oh, okay, no problem. I wasn't really worried about it. I'm not gonna be able to stitch them anytime soon anyway. so um so yeah, so then I ordered this one, which is Bewitched, which I really like this one. And then I ordered this one, which is Moons Out, Brooms Out. This one and Bewitched, I think, are my 2 favorite ones. I have some of their other ones on PDF, like I said. Then they sent me this one for free. And I was super excited about that because I really like this pattern, and boyfriend likes this pattern. So this one might be one that I start relatively soon. I need to look at, I have some up here, I think just out of your eyesight. I have a bunch of hand-dyed Adia. So if I have a color that would work for this one might be one that I do for a new start. But that is what I have to show you guys today. I have a lot of stuff. And you can see my room is slowly coming together since I moved it out of my living room. And I have I have so much more of everything that you see behind me, but a lot of it's in storage and is going to probably stay that way for a while. Yeah. So yeah. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed seeing what I'm working on, what I've been working on. Maybe get some ideas on your own. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I would appreciate it. I promise I will be putting more videos out since I am not working 80, 90 hours a week anymore. Yeah, I look forward to seeing any comments you guys have about any of the projects that I have going on, or anything. If you've used any of those, either one of those apps that I showed you guys today, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think of them. Take a sec, subscribe, and like this video. That's how other people get to see this video more. That's when Amazon will suggest the video more. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day.